Alright, hey everybody, want to Wisdom here. It is probably close to 7 here, Friday night, April 12th, 2013. Follow along on the blog, Twitter, Google Plus, or Facebook. You probably saw me link up to the blog post. A lot of people knew the Skylander toys were coming to Happy Meals. People just weren't sure on the date. The date is now. I know some people have ties to the store or the restaurant, whatever you want to call it, and they picked up a set or something. But for everyone else, or if you're doing it the old-fashioned way, today is your lucky day. This is when they officially come out for everyone without inside ties. And what I have here is a Happy Meal. As you can see, that's why it's smiling. But all that aside, what you're interested in, obviously, is the Skylander toys that come with it. If you've checked on the blog, there's actually 9 toys. I believe we've got almost all of them featured here. There's actually going to be 9 of them. The way it breaks down, most are depicted here on the box. Like I said, there's 2 Giants. Tree Rex and Crusher, obviously. The only Newlander is actually Jetvac, interestingly enough. And then from the old guard, if you will, we've got 5 characters. That would be Spyro, as you can see there, Igniter, Gilgrunt, Drobot, and Chop Chop. Drobot and Chop Chop, apparently the 2 they elected not to picture here. If you do the math, you've got 2 Giants, 5, regular Series 2, whatever you want to call them, and then 1 Newlander. That's only 8. The 9th is actually going to be none other than KAOS. Why Activision and Toys for Bob let McDonald's drop KAOS as opposed to just releasing even a novelty figure. I mean, it wouldn't have to do anything on the portal. It's beyond me. I mean, that's been one of the most requested things. But nonetheless, if you want to have KAOS to mix in with your Skylanders or for your kids to play with, you can finally get him. That said, what I'm going to do now, we obviously, there's some Beyblade. I took these to work. Just FYI, and I did record this amazingly. I usually don't at work, but Blitz Striker has done very well. He actually got a stadium out, and that was in Cosmic Pegasus, which, I mean, that's an enclosed stadium. It was pretty awesome. I may edit and upload that later. It's nothing great. The camera was between my knees. I don't have any equipment with me. Didn't have any clue that was going to happen, but it was freaking awesome. So very impressed with Blitz Striker. But what I got and what a few people that I've heard from have picked up is Drobot. It's been a while since I've actually tried to get anything from McDonald's Happy Meals. There's been a couple times my nephew's been into them, we've just kind of gone. It seems to always be at random. I mean, I know there's probably a set pattern they're supposed to follow, but for example, we all got a Happy Meal today. There are 4 of us. We got 3 Drobots, and then my nephew got the only unique one. He actually got Crusher. But hadn't opened any of them, haven't had any time. This is essentially what it looks like. You've got your package. There will be a coupon in here. The front side, ages 6 and plus. Note that's plus. It doesn't have a cutoff date for everyone that complains I'm too old for this stuff. But Drobots, there's the Skylanders Giants logo. A lot of people, obviously are going to keep them bagged up for whatever reason, collectability or future value, etc. The thing to do if you want to do that is probably get 2 sets. Do one where you actually, keep them bagged, and then the other one where you can actually take them out and enjoy them, or let people play with them, or display them. But what we get, we'll do the boring stuff first. This actually isn't a bad deal. It's almost like a moot point at this time. Let's see, it doesn't actually... Okay, this expires June 30th of 2013. That's pretty decent time window, in all honesty. But it's $10 off Skylanders Giants. I'm assuming it's the starter pack. Gotta be fine print somewhere. Let me take a look here. You know what? It doesn't actually specify. Offer is only good on the starter pack. It doesn't say which starter pack. I mean, granted, the one it pictures, is going to be like the console version. Wii U, PS3, 360. I don't see anywhere that it explicitly outlaws being applicable to the 3DS. Similarly, I mean, it doesn't say anything about the iOS one. You know, you could pick up Royal Double Trouble, conceivably. Let's see here. Retailer, we will reimburse you the face value of this coupon. So, okay, offers only good in the USA and only good on the starter pack. So, there's probably some room for getting in an argument with retailers. I mean, like, you know, if you decide you want Royal Double Trouble or something from GameStop, I mean, it doesn't specifically say you can't use it on that starter pack, and that is theoretically a starter pack. And since they didn't go to the trouble or take the extra, you know, one sentence of tiny text to say that it wouldn't work on something and would on others, kind of strange, but we don't really care too much about that. Here's instructions for Drobot. Looks like you plug the wings in and then you press the button, he will flap wings. Yeah, I said, if I get any clarification on that, I'll post up. I mean, obviously I know it'll work for the console ones. I don't know why you couldn't use it on the 3DS or the iOS one, since they're not specifically mentioned, but, you know, I'm sure people will do what they want. Here's a look at Drobot. It's actually fairly good detail. I know a lot of people were griping, saying how bad the paint looked and everything. The online pictures were pretty horrible. I don't know who was in charge of that, but like the press release ones. The one I had up on the blog, they didn't look bad. It's just, I mean, it's so freaking tiny. I had to take a screen cap off of happymeal.com or something. But there's kind of the button. I mean, this is less of a disappointment than Lightcore Drobots. Speaking of which, we'll showcase those later. But let's see here. The way the wings work, we're just gonna like slide one in, I think. Alright, so obviously what you're gonna have, you know, one of the wings is gonna be offset a little bit. The bottom side will kind of have, you know, the cutout there. But then on the body of the toy, you'll actually just simply match them up. Okay, there we go. Anyway, come over here to the other side. Same thing. It is offset a little bit differently. I guess that's the way you can kind of distinguish the wings. But there he is. Actually, pretty good size in all honesty. I mean, he kind of dwarfs. Takes up basically the space of Warnado over to the wing of Sunburn on the pool table here. So, really good size. And then when we push the button, kind of, I guess he'd be flying up and then in hover mode. Actually, that seems more like hover mode to me than forward. I don't know. Nonetheless, pretty cool that does. I mean, that's got some power to it. I guess there's a pretty good spring in there. So, essentially, that is the action you're going to get from Drobot. It's hard for me to showcase it with my hands not taking away from it. But there's a side shot. The back view, that might be a good angle for you. But that's essentially all there is to it. And then, just for good measure, there's the other side. But it actually looks really good. Back over here we have Series 1 Drobot. Keep in mind, Series 2 Drobot's yet to be released. Pretty faithful copy. I mean, the only thing lacking is just kind of like the gold on the wings. It was probably just a cost issue, you know. But, I guess the teeth could have been a little bit more intimidating on the main one. All they would have had to do is, like, leave some out. But, the legs are green instead of brown, little minor things I'm sure people are going to gripe about, but I mean the tip on the tail is blue, not gold, on the Happy Meal version, so really it just lacks the detail, but I mean, overall, I mean, not too shabby for, you know, something you get in the Happy Meal. This is Lightcore Drobot, who is of course extremely disappointing in terms of the light-up effect, rivaled only by Chill. Again, you can kind of pick up just a little extra detail. This is actually a really good pose. It's just the light-up effect was sad. So biggest glaring issue, just the teeth. Lack of detail, like the copper or gold, whatever. I guess it's more of a copper, really. Just kind of outlining the wings and the tail. But overall, I mean, I think it's, you know, pretty good. I know a lot of people, like I said, had complained ahead of time about it. But I think it's, you know, more than adequate, given, you know, you paid $4 or whatever for a Happy Meal. I mean, I think it'll work just fine. But again, right there, if you can kind of see, he is about the size of 3 or 4 regular Drobots. Let me get this out of your way. I'll slide that back. Yeah, I mean, so very large in all honesty. And like I said, I think it looks just fine. Kind of a little larger, you know, if you're like using them at your work desk or something like that. It might stick with the regular Skylanders, but nonetheless, you can find somewhere to put these. I think it'll look pretty good. Again, there are 9 of them. My hope is to actually just be able to go buy a set. They all should do it, but some stores don't. I mean, they just won't take the time to do it, or they don't care to do it. But in theory, you ought to be able to just walk in and buy the set if you're willing to pay for them. Other issue for people trying to do it the old-fashioned way is simply you go in and, I mean, you might buy 3 Happy Meals and get 3 Drobots in a row. You know, you're supposed to be able to request a toy as well. Keep that in mind. Again, some stores or some, it really comes down to the employee working and if any other employee is nearby. But sometimes they'll help you out, you know, go the extra mile, you know, to make you happy. Other times they could really care less, you know. So if one store turns you down or turns you away, try the other one. The one I was at today, they didn't want any part of selling a complete set. You know, like I said, it's really just someone that didn't care to check to see if they could. They'd probably never been asked that. But like I said, you run into it. Other issue is, you know, I mean, you never know the numbers on these. I remember as a little kid when I'd want stuff, you know, you'd think this week it was going to be this one and next week it would be, you know, we'll just say Igniter, and then you went back and you could never get Igniter. With the Skylanders, I guarantee you there's already people buying sets to put on eBay and sell them for ridiculous amounts of money. Bottom line, if you could buy Happy Meals and get all of these, I mean, really don't go to eBay at all, in my opinion. That's just idiotic. One, you can walk in the store and do it yourself, you know, and save a ton of money. Number 2, if the price on eBay exceeds what it would cost you to buy a Happy Meal or the complete set, I have no idea what you're thinking or how you get through life to a point to be able to have the internet connection and PayPal to use eBay. But if that's what you want to do, so be it. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'm just trying to look out for you and make your money go a little farther. But again, like I said, I'm sure there's already people that have the sets listed, and it's not going to be good. So with that said, I mean, there may be some that are harder to come by. I'm thinking KAOS might be one of those. But, you know, just check with the stores. I mean, most towns have crud tons of McDonald's, so it's not too big a deal. Smaller areas like where I'm at, you just have to drive a little ways, find a store with an employee that isn't in a bad mood or something. But nonetheless, I mean, they actually look really good. What I will do is I get these, I'll actually open up each one. I won't have to show you the box or anything or ramble on about the $10 off coupon, which I still don't quite understand. But if I get the complete set, I'll probably do them one at a time, and then I'll just showcase the set to you. That seems to be what people like to see, is kind of, you know, detail oriented, and then similarly just kind of everything all at once. So I'll try to make that happen if I can get them all. If not, you know, we'll see what we can't do. But again, this is the Skylanders box art. Like I said, they showcase 6 of them, and then a little inset of KAOS. They left off Drobot, which, you know, it's okay because you can see him there, and then Chop Chop for some reason. Rest of the box, really nothing to see. Like I said, the fidgets. Make sure if you're going to try and do this the old-fashioned way, or your children or grandchildren or nieces and nephews like Happy Meals, and you're trying to complete the Skylander set for yourself or them, you'll want to indicate that it's for a boy. If you say it's for a girl, you're going to wind up with a fidget, which I have a few friends with kids, and I guess they're like insanely popular too. But next up, looks like Spy Gear and something I have no freaking clue what it is. But anyway, I mean, hopefully you're smiling and not frowning. Like I said, if you're trying to get the complete set, just try different stores or different times of the day where you might have a different employee. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy Happy Meals. You'll probably be eating quite a few. Hope you don't get duplicates. Like I said, they should be more than willing to work with you. For example, say you're a regular, or they know you come there before, and you get Drobot next time. I mean, you can just ask nicely, say, hey, my kid, or yourself in some cases, already has Drobot. Do you have anything different? And maybe if you get lucky, they'll ask what you want. You can, go for KAOS or what you think will be tough, or just, your next favorite or something. But like I said, we won't have to go into all the detail in future versions of this, but Drobot, bottom line, he actually looks pretty good. Just lacks a little bit of detail, the brown, the copper outlinings, etc. But toy itself, bigger than I expected. Looks a little better than I expected, in all honesty. I kind of had lowered what I was expecting to see. But that's it. Again, I think our total bill was like somewhere right under 16, so roughly $4 a piece. Probably varies area to area anyway, but that's what I got first. Again, I think hadn't been on the blog yet, but when I checked on my phone, I think Cassie went and got one today. Also got Drobot. Again, my nephew got Crusher, so we ordered 4. We had 3 Drobots and a Crusher. Never really know what's going to happen. But like I said, he does look cool. Most important thing, if you were unaware, they are available. So go ahead and head down to McDonald's, pick up the set, or Happy Meal at a time, and see what happens. Hopefully you get your favorite. If you're trying to get all of them, hopefully you can complete your set. And like I said, I'll kind of keep you updated. Anytime I get one of these, I can crank out a video real quick. So should stay up to date on that. But until next time, I will catch you later. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. I prefer Google+, and Twitter. That's a long story there. Facebook's getting a little worse every day, it seems. But the blog is your best bet, monawisdom.blogspot.com. Hit comments every night there if you have any questions, or anything you want to brag about. It's easiest place for me to find and respond to it. Tend to hit Facebook and Google+. Facebook's notifications have been going down the tube. I'm sorry if I missed anyone. If you run a page, you know what I'm talking about. Again, I'll save that gripe for another day. But like I said, good luck. Enjoy it. And here, April 12th, 2013 in the U.S., Friday, this is when they officially launch. So if you catch this before supper, you get hungry later tonight, go grab a Happy Meal, see what you get. And feel free, like I said, to post up what you actually come up with. It's kind of interesting to see, where people are located, what they're getting. I'm here in Texas. Maybe we're all getting Drobots in this region, and then maybe up in the Northeast, everyone's going to start out with KAOS or Igniter. So we can kind of try to tabulate that if anyone's interested, or if it'll help people out. But I'll quit rambling. Again, Happy Meal. Pick up your Skylanders Giant toy, 9 total. You can click the blog link in the video description. It'll kind of showcase what they each look like. Then as I get them, I'll take better pictures for you. But again, thanks for watching. We will catch you back next time. And until then, enjoy your Happy Meal.